Welcome everyone, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be undergoing a test to find my true, accurate, real age, but not my physical age. As you guys probably know, I'm about 23 years old, I say about 23 and a half years old. Today we're going to be finding out my mental age to see how mature and intelligent I am. And I'm actually doing this because Claire recently did this test and her mental age from this test was a little bit higher than she is, and she was upset because she thought it meant she was old. But in my mind, I want to get a high mental age in this test because it means you're more intelligent, you're a little bit more mature. So I actually think Claire did fantastically in this test, and I too am going to be trying to aim for a slightly higher mental age. So there's 20 questions in total. These tests have been done almost 9.5 million times, with the average age coming out of 23, which funnily enough is my actual age. So very interesting indeed. Now, a little bit of background information about me before we jump into this. Claire is older than me. It's about a 4-year age difference, and ever since being a kid, I've always enjoyed hanging out with people that have been a little bit older. So really, I'm expecting to get a slightly higher age than 23. But that's all I'm going to say because I have no idea what's going to happen, guys. If you've got any other fun tests online you'd like to see me do, I did my YouTuber girlfriend quiz a few weeks ago as well. And you know what? Why don't you leave a comment down below giving a guess as to what you think my mental age is going to come out as. So if you're excited, give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, with 20 questions on the way, let's jump into it. Okay, let's start this quest. You find yourself in an old... Wait, you find an old shirt in the wardrobe. I can't even read. I'm going to have a mental age of 1, aren't I, guys? You select from, can't believe you ever wore that and threw it out. Keep it for decorating. Consider giving it to charity. Put it on. Wonder if you've ever managed to fit it in wardrobe. What's the wardrobe? There's two options here. Either I consider giving it to charity or I throw it out. Now, it all depends what mindset I'm in. If, you know, I'm feeling a little bit active and going out for the day, I'm more than happy to give it to charity. But in all honesty, guys, and I've got to be honest in this quiz, I would probably just throw it out, okay? I would just get rid of it. It's easier that way, and I can forget it's even a thing, all right? And it's easier, okay? It's just going to be easier. Question number 2. You see someone fall over in the street. Oof. Do you laugh? Quite harsh. Do you run over to make sure they are okay? Thank the heavens it wasn't you, or shake your head and think Muppet. So I'm going to be deadly honest with these ones, okay? I genuinely think I've seen a few people fall over in the street. I definitely don't laugh, that's quite harsh. But then I don't necessarily run over to make sure they're okay. Claire does trip over quite a lot, so I'm normally there to help out. But I don't like shake my head. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to say I'm going to help, guys, all right? I feel like if no one else is, I'm going to step up. I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to help them out, okay? MoreAli's a good guy. Life is fun, what you make it, all about family. This is a tough one. I kind of know, and I haven't seen Claire answer these videos, but I kind of know how Claire would answer a lot of these as well. So life is what you make it, all about family or fun. Now, I love my family. Obviously, I'm very lucky that they've always lived very close to me, so I've always had a lot of contact with my family. Oh, I'm not necessarily that person who goes out the way just to make it fun, but you know what? My instant family right now is Claire, all the animals, Evie obviously, so I'm going to say family. It's all about us. If we're happy, then if the rest of us are happy, and that's the important thing, and I'm sure that's the case with all you guys as well. Baseball caps look better. Oh my, I'm not actually wearing a cap right now. If I could spin the camera and show you guys, I don't know if you can see. I'm going to try. Like, you can see, yeah, look at all the hats that are right there. You guys know I like to wear a lot of hats, and I almost always wear them backwards as well. Like, I don't know, I never really wore hats that much, to be honest with you. And then Claire said she liked them on me, and she said she likes them being worn backwards. So, kind of Claire did that answer, to be honest with you. Birthdays are a time to meet the family, a time to get wasted, fair enough, a time for presents, something to ignore, thank you. Oh, gosh. I mean, birthdays are about all those things in a way. I don't know, I'm the kind of person, I'm all about birthdays, love birthdays, but then I don't make a big deal about mine. Honestly, my last few birthdays have been very, very chilled, and if I was to say what my birthday was, if we went back to last year, for example, I kind of ignore it, honestly, I kind of ignore it, but then that kind of insinuates that you're really old and you just don't care about your birthday anymore. For me, it's more about time to meet the family. I love it when all the family meet up. My family aren't too far away, but they are certainly dotted around the area, a little bit down here in the UK, so about a few hours out. So I love it when they come together. I'm going with family. That's what it's all about. And presents, honestly, presents ain't easy for me. I'm fortunate enough to have almost everything I want, and if I want something, often I just get it. So when it comes to family buying me presents, I feel pretty bad for them. It's not an easy task, guys. It's not an easy task. Okay, Miley Cyrus is, like, so over. A bit racy. Quite good looking. Everything that's wrong with kids today. A victim. Jeez. Well, Miley Cyrus, man, she is an unusual character, isn't she? She has gone through a lot. From being like a kid star to being just a little bit too much. I'm tempted to go for a little bit racy. I mean, I'm not going to go for everything that's wrong with kids these days. I definitely don't really consider her good looking. I'm going to go, it's over. It's over. Who talks about Miley Cyrus anymore? I'm sorry, babe, you're out of here. Political questions. Interesting. I didn't think anything like this deep would come up. I've never really given my political opinion on a YouTube video before, and it's nothing I'm going to push upon anyone. And it's interesting they're judging your age on this as well. But if I have to pick one of these, I would definitely go down the liberal route. And that probably put me towards a younger age scale for that kind of question, I reckon, as well. Okay, moving on to, it's hot. You want an ice cream. I always want ice cream. I love ice cream. In fact, Claire and I recently found very, very good ice cream, which is, I think, the best ice cream we've ever tasted. It's like the 99 McWhippies ice cream in a tub. Godly. Absolutely godly. You buy a Magnum, a cone with a chocolate flake, or an ice lolly. So, I wouldn't go for any of these. I would go with a cone with a chocolate flake, but with no cone. So, I'm not that big on the cone. I always would get the ice cream in a tub with the flake. So out of all of those, I'm quite acceptable. I'm going to go cone with a chocolate flake. If it was an option with a tub with a chocolate flake, that's what I would go for. But it's probably the closest one. The current Prime Minister, President, looks like... This is a weird one because it's obviously trying to encompass the whole world. And if you're here in the UK, we have a Prime Minister. If you're over in the US, you've got a President. Looks too young, old, or okay? Well, the President... Donald Trump, obviously, is, I mean, older than me. Same with the Prime Minister. I'm just going to go with old. I mean, I'm never going to say that they're okay or too young. It's just not really a good answer. I think the best one to fit that would be old. Let's just call them old, okay, guys? The best way to become rich is, interesting question. Win the lottery, work hard, become a footballer, get lucky. I feel like, and I'm fortunate enough to have made a good amount of money from YouTube. I never really talk about money, but... I definitely would say I fall into the category of both getting lucky and working hard. I'd say, like, I work every single day of the week and have done that for many years now. Unfortunately, it's the best job in the world. I mean, making video games and putting them together isn't exactly, like, the worst job ever, but it's certainly a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and a lot of time consumption. But at the same time, I started it at a time that meant I was primed and ready to grow a channel. So I was very lucky in that sense. When it comes to lottery, I have a strong opinion that I think if you win a lottery, if I won a lottery, it wouldn't give you happiness. I don't think money gives you happiness. It's what you do with your money can make you happy, but just having a lot of money doesn't make you happy. And I honestly think there's like some sort of statistic on like the people that, I don't know if it's suicide, but maybe depression for the number of people that win the lottery is actually very, very high. And I think the people that are happiest after winning the lottery keep their lives as normal as possible, so stick with their old jobs, keep the same friends, etc., etc. But can you also imagine the pressure of winning the lottery and all your friends being like, yo, can I borrow some money? Can I borrow some money? Not good at all. Become a footballer. I'm terrible at football. It would get you a lot of money, but it's extremely hard to become a professional footballer. I'm going to say work hard. So that's a long answer there, but strong opinions on that. Jeez, Ali, pipe down. Strong opinions on that one. Oof. The iPad is revolutionary. A pointless gadget. Expensive, cool, something that helps prevent embarrassing moments. What? What on earth does that mean? Something that prevents embarrassing moments. The iPad. Ah, is that for someone that literally doesn't even know what an iPad is? Jeez, man, what is that doing in there? Okay, so when the iPad first came out, I didn't get it initially. I got the iPad mini because I liked its size, but I've actually had an iPad mini sat on my desk for years, ever since I bought it. I barely ever used it. I used it once like a train journey. Definitely not really revolutionary. I would honestly go between a pointless gadget, expensive. I think iPads now are sort of more tailored towards kids. It's just a massive screen you can play apps on. I'm actually going to go a pointless gadget. Seriously, I'm not about that. The iPhone screen's huge. I mean, look at this thing. What is this, like a 7.5-inch screen now on an iPhone 7 Plus? That's more than enough. That's all we need nowadays, guys. You think a pension plan is, oh, this is interesting, not what you thought it would be, important, something worth considering, something for later. So I'll be honest with you guys, I actually have a pension plan set up already, and I always tell people, if anybody has a little bit of money, or other YouTubers, friends, whatever, if you can invest in a pension plan now, early on, you will set yourself up very, very nicely for when you're older. Now, in terms of normal jobs, you often get a pension plan attached to the job you're with, so they feed into a pension payment. And you'll get that when you retire, like 65, whatever it is. I've put my own money away into a pension pot a little bit earlier, just to make sure that when I am old, I am all good in the hood. Even if YouTube goes to poop, when I get to 65, at least I've got some money stored away. So I would highly recommend it. And I am going to say important, okay? I'm going to say important. Imagine if I just completely misread that question. That's not what it means at all. I'm pretty sure that's what it means, guys. So just putting some money away, saving a little bit each month is very useful. Donald Trump. McDonald's is a good place to meet. Okay for a quick snack. Disgusting, nice and warm. So I'll be honest with you guys. I'm quite skinny. Actually, now I'm quite skinny, I'd say. Last year I went to the gym a lot. And I'm actually 2 stone lighter than when I went to the gym last year. I've lost a lot of weight. So I'm back to kind of skinny Ali at the moment. But I've never really enjoyed fast food, and certainly never enjoyed McDonald's. I genuinely think I've gone to McDonald's less than 10 times in my life. So I'm actually going to go disgusting. And I apologize if that offends anyone that really enjoys that kind of food, but it's just not for me. I enjoy home cooking. I enjoy nice restaurants. I'm not about the McDonald's life, guys. Maybe that's probably why I'm so thin, to be honest with you. You got passed in the motorway by a Ferrari. Oof. What do you think? Sweet. That driver is a boop. They'll not get there any quicker. Not surprising, you're only going 50. So it certainly ain't me going 50. I'm normally the person in the R8, not a Ferrari, overtaking everyone. If I ever get overtaken when I'm driving anywhere, I'm annoyed. I should be the fastest person on the road. Safely, though, the fastest person on the road. So I'm certainly not going slow. I don't normally think that drives an idiot. There are probably people who think I'm an idiot, to be honest with you. I try and drive as well as I can, though, obviously. They'll not get there any quicker is definitely something my parents and my mum would say. And it's funny because if you actually do track it, if a car goes past you quickly, and then like everything slows down, you tend to see them like 1 or 2 car spaces ahead of you, and you're like, you've literally gained 5 seconds. But I'm going to say sweet, because whenever we see a nice car on the road, Claire and I love to discuss it. We are big car fanatics, and I'm always thinking about another car we could buy. BMW M2 is something I would love to get. We're looking at 4x4s at the moment as well. I'm all about fast cars, guys. All about fast cars. Twitter. Oof, Twitter. I use Twitter a lot. Twitter is confusing. Nope. Essential. Pointless. Annoying. Okay. I use Twitter a lot, and I've been using Twitter a lot for a while. I mean, as a YouTuber, I've got to have all the social media platforms, you know what I mean? Got to have them all unlocked. But I was in a bad habit a while ago, before Claire and I was going out, when I was just like living at home. I'd wake up every morning and I'd sit on Twitter for at least an hour before I even ever got out of bed. A terrible habit, would not recommend, but it's easy to get into. So definitely not confusing. It doesn't wake me up in the morning because I've only just recently done it, turned on night mode on my phone, which means between certain hours in the morning, you don't get any notifications. So even if Twitter does pop off during the night, it will never wake me up. A brilliant feature. I'm sure you guys use it already, but if you don't, definitely do it. I wouldn't say it's essential. I'd say it's okay. I'd say Twitter is okay. Maybe I should have put essential. I'm probably one of the heaviest Twitter users ever. Oh well, if it went tomorrow, actually no, that would suck. I put the wrong answer, guys. It is essential. I need it. It's okay. It's okay. Moving on to the next one. You read Apple has launched a new iPhone. Yo. You think, not another one already. I want one now. Do the batteries last a long time? What's the point? Definitely not what's the point. Definitely not another one, because I know they come out on a yearly cycle about September time each year. You can tell I get it every year, right? So these two I'd say are actually the two answers I go for, because I mean I've gotten the new iPhone on launch almost every single year. I'd say the last few years the development in the phone has been quite, like the change from the previous model hasn't been huge. So I haven't had like that massive urge to get it straight away, but I get the iPhone every year. In fact, on this channel I've unboxed a new iPhone almost every year it's come out. That's how much of a fanatic I've been on it. And I've probably gone through, between Claire and I, like 15 iPhones. I know, a lot of them. I need it now. iPhone 8, what are you going to be? There's rumors going around it's going to be like a complete touch screen, like the whole thing, rather than just this display. The whole thing will be a touch screen. I'm all over those rumors, man. I love myself an iPhone. The best thing on a TV is 24 Hours new channels, no. CSI, never really watched that, shockingly. I'm sorry, guys. The Simpsons, Family Guy, fair enough. Big Brother, X Factor, nature documentaries, there's never anything good on TV. This is an interesting one because Claire and I, okay, so we're with BT here in the UK, which is a company that offers like internet packages, TV packages, and phone packages. So when I first got a BT package, when I moved into my old flat last year, I paid for like HD, BT, all the sports channels, thinking that maybe when mates come over, we'd come watch TV. We never watch TV. We watch Netflix, we watch YouTube, we watch on demand. That is it. So if I had to put any of them, I would just go, there's never anything good on TV. I don't watch TV. Hopefully that's the right answer, because we don't watch it. I don't know about you guys. Do you spend most of your time watching YouTube like us or Netflix? Because that's just what people do nowadays, you know what I mean? You're planning a house party. You think about telling your neighbors. Okay, I mean, a lot of the neighbors around here are a lot older than us, so I don't know if we tell them our neighbors, to be honest with you. Make sure you've got enough chairs. That is important, but you do have not a lot of seating place already downstairs. Find out where the cheapest vodka is. Fair shout. Make a list of people who you aren't going to invite. Plan which games to play. So, we ain't telling the neighbours. I'm sorry, but neighbours are not people that would come to our party. Apology, neighbours, if you watch this video. There's some young kids and there's some older parents, but you ain't coming to the party. Make sure you've got enough chairs. I don't want people to sit. It's a mixture of standing, a little bit of sitting. You don't want everyone sitting down. That's boring. Find out where the cheapest vodka is. Getting drink for a party is definitely important, but I also expect the guests themselves to bring drinks. I'm not worrying about that. Make a list of people you aren't going to invite. That's just negative. If you aren't going to invite them, you don't even need to think about them. Plan which games to play. I think you need to have a few party games, be it console games, be it actual board games, be it just fun, stupid games. You sit in a circle and, I don't know, play some drinking games. It's all about the games at a party. Honestly, they make it, guys. All right, final 2 questions. This has been fun. I've really enjoyed this, guys. Hopefully you have as well. You have forgotten where you put your keys. Okay, this happened a lot when I moved into this house. It's like bottom floor, first floor, second floor. So I'd leave them upstairs when I want to go downstairs. Oh, it was a nightmare. But anyway, maybe once in the last year. Never. I keep them attached with this handy chain. Twice already today. Rarely. I always put them down in the same place. So I put them down in the same place. So I'm not going to tell you where I put them down because just in case, you know what I mean? But there's a little spot in the house where now there's like spots for everything. So I know that the key is always going to be in that spot. So if I need to get somewhere quickly, I can go to that spot. Bam, keys are there. Get them. Because when I first moved in, I was like keep my keys upstairs by the bed. I used to go outside. I was running upstairs. I don't want to do that much exercise. So I'm keeping them in the same place. It's smart. It's logical. All right, guys. Final question. Dire Straits were... Oh, this is definitely a question to test your age, isn't it? Air Guitar Heaven. Who? Cheesy. Not like today's musicians they could actually play. I don't know who they are, guys. I'm sorry. Is it bad? Am I meant to know who they are at 23? I don't know much about musicians or celebrities regardless. I'm never really that into pop culture, to be honest with you guys. So I'm always going to be out of the loop, even for someone that you're supposed to know nowadays. So I'm going to have to go who. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get my age after I do this answer. But if I do, prepare yourselves. So let's answer question number 20. Wow! Okay! Interesting. Your mental age is 26. I'm happy with that. So, just to put some numbers into perspective, I'm 23. It thinks I'm about 26, which is funny because Claire's 27. So it puts us on a similar mental age. But then when you go and find out what Claire got for her mental age, it was 33, by the way. There's still like a 7-year age difference between our mental age. And the funny thing is, I would actually say Claire is a little bit more immature and a little bit more like fun, light-hearted than me. I say I'm a little bit more serious, which is why, despite our age difference, me being a little bit older in mental age and her being a little bit younger, it evens out. So the fact that Claire got 33 is very, very funny. I'm going to see what Claire thinks. All right, I got my answer. So what do you think my mental age would come out as? Yeah.
I think you're going to come out at like 27 already.
I came out as 26. Yeah.
That was close.
So, guys, I don't even know what that means. Like, should Claire be dating an older guy? No. Yeah, that's what I said. I said if you took away your anomaly of your mental age, I said you would...
I like how we classed it.
Yeah, but it's gone, guys. Because I think you're mentally a little bit more fun-hearted, a little bit more like chilled and a little bit younger. And I'm a little bit more serious, a little bit older. So in reality, perfect match, guys.
I think I just got my old age because I said I hated McDonald's and I had pension plan.
I said that as well, though.
Oh, really?
But I didn't... Who are Dire Straits?
Oh, I see. I know who Dire Straits are.
Who
They're
are
like
they?
an old rock band. They're really famous.
Oh, okay, I didn't know those things. Well, guys, there we go. I'm actually quite happy with that. I will take it. I will take it. A little bit older than I am at the moment. Not too old to get myself worried. I can see now why Claire's a little bit shocked with 33, the poor thing, because that's old. That is old. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you go ahead and do a test, let me know if it says you're older or younger than you actually are in real life. And as I said, if you've got any other cool quizzes for us to do, leave them down below, or tweet them. Is probably the best way for me to see it. Actually, tweet them at me. So I hope you've really enjoyed. We found out my real mental age. I'm a little bit older than you guys think. A little bit older. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. This was actually so much fun. And I'll see you guys next time with another video.